It's time for Morning Glory. My name is MC Kalia and I'll be your captain for the next 1 hour 30 minutes. Let's have this conversation going. Good morning, everybody. Wakey, wakey. It's time for Morning Glory. My name is MC Kalia and I'll be your captain for the next 1 hour 30 minutes. Let's have this conversation going.
Good afternoon to you. Of course, it is around 8 minutes past the hour, 1 p.m. My name is MC Kali, and once again, we're just coming live, bringing you a special Mkulima edition from Showground. I know the name of the show remains the Morning Glory. Nonetheless, as much as it's afternoon, then you'd bear with us because we would want to continue informing you. And today I just promised to bring you innovative exhibitors around this particular show. And with me are two guests from St. John's, St. Joseph's. St. Joseph's. It's called St. Joseph Solar Cooking Champions. And so these are innovators who are using the sun to cook. And I thought that is quite interesting, and I requested them to be part of this particular show, and they are here with us to show us how they do this. And so right into it, I'll start by giving them a chance to introduce themselves. I'll start with you, madam.
Thank you very much. My name is Grace Chepkemei Rono. I come from St. Joseph Small Christian Community, and we are the Solar Cooking Champions of Eldoret. We are a small Christian community whereby we have been able to get benefactors from outside the country who have taught us how to use the sun to cook food. So we basically need to have a cooker like this one, and then you just put your food and display it at the sun, and the sunshine will cook everything, will cook for you the food until it is ready. So we are talking about just basically using the sun to cook food.
Okay, thank you so much. Of course, with him also is a gentleman. He'll also introduce himself and tell us what he does at St. Joseph's Solar Cooking. Okay, Solar Cooking Champions. Of course, that's quite a mouthful, but then I'll try to catch up as we continue. Karibu, sir.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm Francis Mujama. I'm the chairman of St. Joseph's Small Christian Community. We are introduced to this project called solar cooking. We normally use solar sun to cook. You can use this highness solar cooker to cook your food, whichever kind of cook you want to cook. You can cook meat, githeri, all kinds of vegetables. And we are here to make the awareness to our people who are there in the community to know that solar can cook. Thank you so much.
Okay, and of course we just want to be very practical now and show you, I don't know whether I need to call it a gadget or I need to call it maybe a technology or an innovation of how you can actually use the sun to cook. I remember that the theme for the show this year touches so much on climate change, and I would actually want to just look at what can we do with the sun now that we are now receiving sun more than we receive the rain. So these are the kind of innovations we are talking about, and I don't know who will take us through how it works.
Okay, this is the cooker. This is called Highness Solar Cooker, and we basically use this material to help us tap the sun, the rays of the sun, in order to create energy to heat the food that is in this sufuria. So also we paint our sufuria to be black, This allows us to retain the heat on the sufuria. So once we have tapped the sun, the black substance that we have used to paint it's actually ordinary paint. It is a paint of blackboard paint. So when you paint and you put your food and you hang it here and cover this thing, this is the cooker. We manufacture it here in Eldoret. And once you cover your food and leave it in the sun, the food will simply cook. And we cook all types of food. We cook ugali, we bake cakes, we bake bread. We traditional vegetables like sakyat, like soja, like mashebebe, that is pumpkin leaves. We cook noodles. We cook all types of food we'll cook on this cooker. So this is a new innovation, and we really want to create awareness for people to know that this is clean energy. It is safe. It is cheap. It is not. We don't use any money to buy the sun. Like we pay for water, we pay for electricity, we buy gas. We just need to have the sun. For God to give us the sun, then you just cook your food outside.
Of course, and maybe apart from painting the sufuria, do we need any special sufuria for us to do this, or any sufuria can be painted and be used with this technology?
We don't need a special sufuria. We only need lightweight sufuria. We don't need a heavy one. This will help us for the heat to penetrate quickly to the food. So it is just an ordinary sufuria. As you can look at this one, these vegetables are cooked. It is an ordinary sufuria, if you look at it. So it doesn't have a special sufuria. It is just ordinary sufuria, and your food will be cooked.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And now let's talk about the issue of safety.
Cooked using sun, the food, it is tasty. The food is very sweet when you compare the one which is cooked by firewood and charcoal. Again, you see, this one, it doesn't on material like this one. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And of course, we'll talk about the material.
We get the material from outside the country, but as he said, we are able to use locally available materials in Kenya, so that we don't have to go to get materials from abroad. We can just use an ordinary carton box, and then we line it with the foil paper, and then it will just serve the same purpose. Talking about safety, actually, this solar cooker is quite safe. It doesn't burn. It doesn't. We have experienced a lot of respiratory diseases because of cooking using the firewood, because of cooking using charcoal. And so many mothers have suffered from for eyesight and also respiratory diseases. So with this one, you don't have to worry about anything. It is very safe, it is clean, and it is cheap. And when you use this solar cooker, you don't need to supervise your food all the time. Once you have put your food there, it is just going to cook by itself until it is ready. The food does not burn also.
So many advantages there. Of course, you're coming live from the ASK, Eldoret ASK Showground. You remember that the national show is actually getting into day 2. I think earlier we were here, and actually the interview at the end of it all turned chaotic because there was that excitement over the governor's arrival at this stand. Now with us also are 2 guests from St. Joseph's Solar Cooking Champions, and they're just explaining to us the sweetness and the goodness of using solar to cook. So they have a special way of harvesting sun, and they're using it to cook. And somebody would ask, what happens if the sun goes away while it's cooking?
Basically, as we had said earlier, we really use the sun to cook. So when we don't have sunshine, then we are not able to cook. Yeah. You can cook throughout. Yeah.
And where do you see the future of such kind innovations in terms of improving the quality of energy we use to cook?
Actually, the sun is, I can say the sun is the cleanest energy that we have at the moment. Apart from cooking food, we are also able to conserve our environment. We don't destroy our forests. We don't use very crude type of fuel to cook food. So I think in future, actually, if we embrace solar cooking, we'll have very clean energy. So that's such that we do not experience diseases. We do not experience unsafety. This solar cooker is quite safe in a way, in any way that you want to use it. You will not burn using it. You will not damage your food or overcook your food. So it is actually the way to go. It's a new innovation that we really hope everyone will embrace, so that apart from saving money, you can also be healthy.
Okay, thank you so much. And of course, the other thing somebody would ask about would be the issue of time in comparison with the other energies that we are used to when it comes to cooking. Does it take more time? Does it take less time? Does it need more patience, or is just like any other kind of energy used to cook?
To comment on time, it takes a bit little more time, depending on the sun. When there is a lot of sun, it takes less time. When it is a lot of sun, it takes less time. Sometimes time is not a factor to us. What is a matter? Does that food taste? Is it cooked? That is our issue. Again, you see, the food that we cook using time, in most cases you find that food is not tasting. So we urge people do not consider time, as long as food is ready at any time. Thank you.
Okay, so that means actually you need to start preparing your supper mapema kidogo, because this actually depends on sun. But then during the day, of course, it can save you some energy. And also considering that there are places in this country where there is a lot of sun. There are places I'm told that have not received rain for the last 3 years. So that maybe it could be a blessing in disguise, because of course at the end of it all, as much as they're not getting rain, they can save money by making sure that they use the other such kind of technologies. Now, what happens if there's somebody listening to you right now, or whoever could get this later, and they would want to actually locate you?
Okay, if you want to locate us, we are our center is at St. John the 23rd Catholic Church Seminary, just here in Pioneer. You can look for us there at the church. We are a small Christian community under St. John the 23rd Catholic Church. If you come to the St. John Catholic Church, you will get us there. We will be able to help you in any way you want to know about us. We also train those people who want to be trained. We can train you people to know how to use to manufacture this, and to know how to use the solar cooking. And of course, we have various types of solar cookers. This is not the only one. We have various types. Talking about time actually depends on the food that you are cooking. If you are cooking rice, it takes less time. If you are cooking vegetables, it takes less time. If you are cooking ugali, it may take more time. So also it depends on the intensity of the sun. But let us not fear the time. Let us get our food cooked using the sun, which is a clean energy, and it is a free gift from God.
Clean energy and free gift from God. Maybe what would be your parting shot, sir? Your parting shot. Your last words.
My last words. Yes, we are happy to be interviewed, And I'm happy the way we have, we have innovated this kind of solar cooking. I urge all people who are looking at us or are listening to us, we are urging you to use solar cooking because it is not expensive. It is easily available. Again, to those areas you said that there is no, it has not been, the rain has not rained there for quite some time. I urge them to use solar cooking. It can do there better than us, because we get here in Eldoret, we receive rain in a seasonal times. So what I can urge our people or our community, please let us use solar cooking. It saves time, it saves money, and all that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, of course, and also just coming back to you as you also give your parting shot. Remember also to maybe, you've been here for yesterday and today. Of course, you've also been doing this. What is the attitude of everyone towards this kind of technology as part of your parting shot?
Thank you very much. The attitude of this kind of technology is amazing. People are so surprised that you can only put your food out there and it cooks. So actually, people are really interested. We have received so many visitors in our stand, and they really want to know more about this. We have already had a group who wants us to go to Nandi to train them on solar cooking. So I think people are not aware about this, and we are creating awareness. We are telling people that the sun can actually cook food. The sun is available when it is available. So let us use the opportunity when the sun is there to cook using solar cooking. It is very clean energy. The food is tastier, and let us embrace solar cooking because it does not cost us anything. We only need the cooker, and then you cook your food. So please contact us at John the 23rd Catholic Church. My name is Grace Rono. You can look for me. I'm available. You can also come to our stand. We will show you more on how to use the solar cookers. We have various types of cookers, and you'll be amazed to see how the sun has cooked the food. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And of course, as they exit, we'd actually have also somebody else from a different company now talking about tea leaves. And so I'll just allow you to actually leave. So it just, my director will just guide you on how to, okay. Thank you so much for making time to be with us. Asanteni sana. Thank you. So that's actually the beauty of being here at ASK Show, and the north part of Kenya. Just I'll leave it to with the producer. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So I was telling you that is actually the sweetness of being here at the ASK Showground. You would see things that you've never seen before. Who knew that one day we'll use the sun to actually cook food? As we continue, the north part of Kenya was not known for tea growing, but then there is a trend coming up where you find now that we're finding the north part of Kenya now producing tea, and we have with us Titus Chesir, who works for Sisibo Highlands Tea. Just teach us and tell us what producing in this region and other regions. Sisibo Highlands Tea. Karibu sana Bwana Titus Chesir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kalia.
Thank you. I'm just saying why Sisibo tea and not any other tea? How different is your tea from the others?
Okay, thank you so much. Sisibo Tea Factory, we are located in Elgeyo Marakwet. I think that is the only existing factory in Elgeyo Marakwet, and we are situated in a place called Flax. And the genesis of Sisibo Tea Factory, this is a company that belongs to the late Mzee Nicholas Biwott. And we have tea estate, we have a factory, and we also support farmers from Nandi and all the way from Kapcherop, buying tea from them so that we can do the process of the tea. We do export, and we do local value addition tea.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Of course, this is a region that was not originally, it was not originally known for tea growing. But then you realize that right now we are having factories coming from this region. Is it a matter of climate change, and how different is it farming in the northern part of Kenya, maybe rather Uasin Gishu and Elgeyo Marakwet compared to other regions like Kericho, which were actually originally known for factories, tea factories?
Kalia, for the few things that I know about tea, tea will depend on the acidity of the soil. That's where the quality of tea comes from. And the soil in the North Rift region is good for tea. It's just about the climate that now we have an issue for the climate change, which has affected the growth of tea. Like currently now, there are no green leaves. It's the quality from the farms is getting lower because of the climate change. Tea is just like a forest, which depends on rain. When there is good rain, you have good leaves. When you don't have rains, expect bad harvest. So the North Rift region, especially the Elgeyo Marakwet, that's and the place Wanyaru and its Escarpment and Kapcherop, that is where tea is good in Elgeyo Marakwet. You know, I'm proud of Elgeyo Marakwet because it's my county, and that's why I'm insisting, saying that I encourage also our people to grow tea. Those who comes from Kaptagat, Flax, Nyaru, Kapcherop to Kabiego to plant tea.
Okay, thank you so much. And as we continue now, we'd get more specific to Sisibo Highlands Tea. Of course, we have so many tea companies. Why Sisibo Highlands Tea?
Wow, Sisibo tea chai yangu. Proudly of it. Because it's my tea. I would encourage you to visit our tent. Go and sample our two brand. We have ginger and pure tea. We do value addition of tea. Good quality tea. And that is why we remain being competitive in the market. Somebody who has stated that our tea will tell you this is a tea, this is original tea. Because most of the tea you get it, people say that they're selling tea, but you find it they are dust. But now we have measured to give you the good tea, which you will be proud of. And that is Sisibo tea.
Somebody asked, what is quality tea then?
A quality tea is tea that one, when you take the tea, you feel the flavor of the tea. Two, it's a tea that when kuna chai mingi ukipika chai, after some time unapata inakaa kama maji chafu. Hiyo umepewa vumbi. Lakini a good tea is a tea that ukiweka kwa flask, ikae kidogo, ukuje umwage, unafeel bado ni chai. Lakini kuna ile chai utapika baada kidogo, ukimwaga tena kwa kikombe inakaa maji chafu. Hiyo si chai. Chai ni ile ambao utaifeel ya kwamba kweli you feel the aroma of the tea, and that is Sisibo tea. When we are doing the blending, we make sure that we give you the best. We do a testing before even we pack our teas. So we choose the best tea that goes to the market.
Of course, I'll be joining them soon. They usually do something called slapping. I'll come slap the tea. Anyway, now maybe you can show us some of the products you have within the showground, and also tell us what does it have?
Okay, basically here I'm having pure tea. Allow me to... We've done something called banding because we're doing promotional in this show. Thank you. Now this is pure tea. When you see the green tea, this is pure tea. This is 250 grams. In general market, you get it being sold between 100 to 120 shillings. But when you come to our tent, this one you'll get it at 80 shillings as a promotion. But we've given you a banding, a free for 50 gram, that when you go to a retail, it goes for 30 shillings. So we're doing a discount for you. Then this is a ginger tea. This is tangawizi, and our tangawizi is the best tangawizi. Comparing with other tangawizis, I would ask you, Kalia, to come and test. Then when you're having your show, the Morning Glory show, I think I'll talk with my managers to be proudly sponsor of the show and cook for you tea in the morning when you're having your shows. And then you now feel what is Isibo when you say chai yangu.
And actually that sounds like a good deal. So Sisibo, of course, hope you're listening. Tunataka chai yenu asubuhi.
The show, I've been happy with the show. How people come and do inquiries in our show about our tea. And I think in this show, Mr. Kalia, we the only tea here. And we brag ourselves to say that we need people to know our tea. But one thing I've realized, people are asking, why are you not in the supermarkets? We are coming there very shortly. It's not long due. We'll be in the supermarkets. But when you go to the normal kiosk in your neighborhood, you'll get our tea. So very soon we'll be in the supermarkets so that everyone get to know and have the taste of our tea.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Of course, this remains the Morning Glory. It's the most comprehensive talk show in Kenya. And today we are coming live from the ASK Showground. Of course, just to remind you, this show has been produced by Davia Freak Photography and Very Nice Media. And I'll keep on bringing you more guests throughout the day. I'll keep on updating you about what is happening within this particular region and more so within the ASK Showground. Till another time, my name is MC Kalia and good day.